Okay, thank you everyone for attending this call. My name is Dr. Jav. Again, if you can hear me, please drop me a 777 in the chat box. If you can see my video, again, please drop me a 777 in the chat box. So we are now about to start. Just give me a few seconds. I'll make sure everyone's muted. Okay, so my name is Dr. Jav. I'm a Forex and cryptocurrency trader. I've been trading now for several years. Again, I'd like to thank every single person on this call for attending this call on this beautiful Wednesday. Now, I just want to make it absolutely clear from the outset that this presentation, which will last probably around 40 or so minutes, will not make you an expert Forex trader. Now, I've been trading for, I think, about 4+ years, and again, I learn new skills every single day. So just to set the record straight, you will not become an expert Forex trader by the end of this presentation. However, we will give you the tools and show you how you can start trading from today. So again, my name is Dr. Jav. I've been trading now for 3 to 5 years. And during this presentation, we are going to show you what Forex is. Now, just to give you a few basics from the outset, if you go to a foreign country, say the USA from the UK, and change your pounds for your dollars, then you will have taken part in the foreign exchange market. Now, if you go back to the same exchange at a later date and make the same transaction again, you will generally be given a different exchange rate. It's that difference in exchange rates that we as foreign exchange traders use or utilize to profit from. Now, it does not matter to us if the exchange rate is going up for any particular currency pair or if the currency pair exchange rate is coming down. We can derive a profit regardless of what the exchange rate is doing. And that's why foreign exchange is so powerful. Today in the market, I don't know if you know what's happening to the stock market, but billions of dollars have been lost in the stock exchanges across the world in the last, I'd say, 3 or so months. As a foreign exchange trader, that makes no difference to us because we transact on the foreign exchange markets. So we profit regardless of what's happening in the stock market, regardless of what's happening in the property market or anything else in the world. It makes no difference to us. We can profit regardless. Now, as foreign exchange traders, again, very important to note that we make money by following trends. We do not try and predict the market. We do not gamble. We do fundamental analysis. We do our technical analysis, and based upon that, we are able to place our trades. Now, whether you know this or not, foreign exchange is the largest market in the world, up to $6.6 trillion. If you don't know what a trillion is, it's 12 zeros. Up to $6.6 trillion is exchanged in foreign exchange every single day. Now, whether you like it or not, if you have a bank account and have any money in your bank account, your bank is doing foreign exchange with your money already. And banks collectively make over $1 trillion every single day, and they make it with your money. So obviously, if you were a bank, you'd be laughing all the way to the bank, as they'd say. So banks are making trillions of dollars every single day. People like you and I are termed retail investors. We make up to 20% of the market, and that number is increasing every single day. Now, I just want to talk a little bit about myself before I go on to the formal presentation, which will be hosted by my colleague and senior trader, Mandeep. And a little bit about myself. I've been in business now for over 2 decades. I became a property millionaire in my early 30s, and I've been in business, well, much earlier than that. I actually started a business whilst I was at university and started buying properties whilst I was at university. Now, I've written books and I've spoken at events all over the world. And the reason I'm doing foreign exchange today is because, just to give you an example, in property, excuse me, my average yield for any particular property was between 8 to 12% a year. in foreign exchange, again, I'm not making no income claims, but in foreign exchange, you can make that in a single day. You won't make it every day, but you can actually make your yearly profit from property in a single day in foreign exchange. And that's one of the reasons why I do foreign exchange. I'm a full-time trader. I do this full-time, and also I work with like-minded individuals like yourselves every single day to transact the largest market in the world. Now, we are now going to shortly be going to the formal presentation, and I'll invite my colleague Mandeep, who is on this call, and she will do the formal presentation to show you exactly how we trade the foreign market. And also she may try and do some live trading depending on what the trades are doing at the moment. So I'm just going to try and find Mandeep on the call, and I will unmute Mandeep so that she can then take over this call. I think Mandeep should be unmuted now.
Hi Jav, how you doing?
Mandeep, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, we
Hopefully
can
everybody
hear you.
can see and hear me.
I can see that you're in your office again. How are
Yes.
things in Dubai?
In Dubai, they're great. You know, loving life, all is well.
Okay, brilliant. Mandeep, I'm going to just pass the baton on to you now for you to continue with the formal presentation and show people how they can start trading in the largest market in the world. Thank you.
Perfect, perfect. Well, amazing. Thank you for that introduction, Dr. Jav. So my name's Mandeep, Dr. Jav's friend, colleague and business partner, and we have been in business together for quite some time now. But he's an amazing, amazing person, and I've really, really enjoyed working with him. And I'm sure we're going to have many more great moments up ahead of us as far as our trading is concerned. So really, really excited about that. But my name's Mandeep. I'm actually from a little town called Leicester, 2 hours north of London. And I actually come from a very traditional Indian family where my parents said to me, you know what, you want to get a good education, you want to get into a good school and ultimately get a good job. And with the economy as we know it now, there is no such thing as a job for life. And I did all those things. You know, I went to a good school, I went to a good university. I actually studied psychology at university. I thought, you know what, I'm going to have a doctorate and it's going to be amazing. But what I actually calculated was that I'm going to be probably in my 50s before I'm earning a very comfortable, nice wage. And I thought, I don't want that for myself. And obviously, when I do have a family, I don't want the ramifications of not having enough upon me. For about 10 years, I've been working in the corporate world. And again, it was really, really great fun. A lot of you, you know, we've been connecting on LinkedIn. So, you know, I was for a large recruitment firm. But obviously, with time, I found that I was quite unhappy because I was on a bit of a rat race, you know, a wheel. And I'm so, so grateful to my mentor. And in fact, my mentor from Derby. And I remember when he sat us both down and he said, look, in the last 10 years or 20 years, and again, you can actually answer this question for yourselves, but he, the company, how much of that going through your bank account? And I sat back and I remember thinking to myself, I was having a single zero. Be able to relate to me because in the last 10 years, what had I done? I'd spent my money because I'd been traveling. I'd saved some of it, but I'd never invested it or multiplied it. And so foreign exchange for me, it really was a foreign idea, by the way. Let me tell you that straight, because I didn't have a clue about statistics, mathematics, charts, analysis. And I thought, is it really scary? Can I do this? But our mentor really gave us the confidence to show us that, look, we can actually win in this platform. And this is such a great, company that you can succeed with to help you to learn and understand how it all works. Within 12 months of doing this business, I managed, and learning Forex, I managed to sack the boss. And, you know, obviously, of course, he wasn't happy when I did that. And again, not making any income claims. Everybody's learning style, everybody's learning stage is different. But what you can do, the best things everybody can do for themselves in any situation is learn a skill for life. Everybody's pace is going to be different. How fast or slow you run is going to be different. How well you absorb things is going to be different. But what we are going to show you today is a platform and a company that can help you to learn how to trade on a daily basis. So I'm really, really super excited about this. I'm going to share my presentation screen now. If you can all see my presentation screen, just put a 7 or a 1 in the chat box, and then I'll make my way and start the presentation. So just so you're aware, I'm going to actually go through this. I think I've got the floor for about 20-25 minutes. That's brilliant. Thank you very much, everybody. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a bit of a live demonstration on what we are doing in our platform. So we're actually partnered up with a company called Mastery IM Academy, and it's a Forex company. It actually started in 2013 by a man called Christopher Terry, who's got over 25 years experience in the foreign exchange market. And what he decided was, as opposed to him doing the trading for other people, why not form a platform where everybody can become financially independent themselves? So this is basically like a online course, online university course for Forex. And what we do, ladies and gentlemen, is we empower people. Now I want to really explain this cash flow quadrant to you, because when I first saw this, I was completely shocked. Many of you might have heard of Robert Kiyosaki. He's a renowned entrepreneur and business owner. He also does a lot of property, but he came up with the term cash flow quadrant and rat race. And this is what I'm going to explain to you today. 95% of people out there, they work for money. 95% of people work for money, whereas 5% of people have money working for them. Now ask yourselves, what would you prefer? Would you prefer to work for money, or would you prefer to have money working for you? Let's break down this quadrant a bit further. 60% of people work for someone else. I was in that quadrant, and I know many of us are probably on this call. You're working for someone else, which means they dictate the price tag on you. And they will dictate how much you're worth an hour, a day, a week, a month, and also your annual income. We might feel that we do a lot in our job. We might feel we're worth more, but ultimately they will decide what we get paid. If we go to work, we get paid. If we don't go to work, we don't get paid. It's quite simple as that. And for 35% of people, they are self-employed. These are people that are self-employed. So they have to be in front of their client, delivering the product or the service, nail technicians, makeup artists, engineers, plumbers, electricians. And if something's going on out there, which is a bit of a tricky situation, they can't be in front of the client. So as soon as they're not in work, they don't get paid. So the income immediate, apologies, that's one of the softwares that I'm going to show you in a second. So hopefully it won't ka-ching. That's probably a new trade that's come through. But basically 35% of people are working for themselves. And these are the people that are working for money. Why? Because they have to exchange their product or service or their time in order to get that exchange for money. And what we're going to show you today is how you can become 5% of the population. Now, 4% out there are business owners. 4% of people are business owners. So what this means is that they have a system in place to help them to learn how to, help them to earn money. Let me give you a few examples. Costa Coffee, Starbucks, Cafe Nero, the Hilton Hotel, the Marriott Hotel, any hotel franchise out there or any restaurant or coffee shop out there, they are all examples of business owners where you have the CEO who has put a system in place. And then 1% of people are investors. And that's what we're going to concentrate on today, how you can become 1% of the population and have money working for you through Forex. So like Jav rightly pointed out, Dr. Jav, at the beginning of the call, Forex is a massive industry. In fact, it's the largest financial liquid market on the planet, worth 5.3 trillion a day. In fact, I think, ladies and gentlemen, this is actually outdated. It's actually 6.6 trillion a day. 80% of this market are the banks. So what they're doing with your savings is they're constantly multiplying and compounding your money to make more in trading. And 20% of the market is the retail market, i.e. us. So it gives us a chance to go in the market and also catch what are called pips, which are market movements, and earn money as well. And it's open 24/5. So Monday to Friday is when the markets are open, and you don't need any physical cash. You do not need any physical cash at all in order to exchange. Now, some of you might be familiar with digital currencies, Bitcoin. So we also help you to learn how to trade, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple. These are all cryptocurrencies. In fact, they're also termed as the future of money. And this is a growing $1 trillion market. So for those of you fanatics that are out there thinking, you know what, I really want to learn how to trade and invest Bitcoin, we also have that opportunity for you as well. Now, we have a selection of products to really, really help you to learn. And like I alluded to at the beginning of the call, I Am Forex Mastery Academy is an online educational platform to help you learn step by step, right from beginners to intermediate to advanced stage. And one of our first products is what's called the I Am Center. Now, the I Am Center, you can see it there on the screen. You've got a selection of videos which will take you through everything you need to know about Forex and crypto step by step. So, for example, what is Forex? What's my trading plan? When do I trade? How do I trade? What to buy? What to sell? So all these things that you're probably thinking right now, for those of you that are beginners, help to break those down in bite-sized videos, about 3 to 5 minutes, to help you understand exactly what you're getting yourself into. This is like the jewel in our crown. I really, really love this product. And in fact, I can honestly say, hand on heart, this was the product that helped me to come out of my job, because we need mentorship. It's like getting in a car and not having an instructor, or getting in the pool. I'm sure none of us would jump in the deep end if we're new to swimming, but Forex is like a life skill. We need an instructor. We need someone to hold our hand, and I Am Forex Mastery Academy does a fantastic job of doing that. And I'm not just saying that just because, for the sake of it. I'm saying that naturally I'm going to be biased towards this company, because hello, I'm out of my job. I don't work for anyone anymore. And it's really, really sincerely helped me. The people are amazing. The products are amazing. But the jewel in our crown is called the Go Live system. And what that means is that we have over 100 educators teaching us and giving us live mentorship on how to trade. So if you're someone that's thinking, okay, well, how do I learn? What do I have access to? A mentor, figure earner. I really, really love this. You can see the passion coming across, because I really used this in the early days. And I still actually use it, but when I was trying to learn how to trade and what to do, I used this to my full advantage. Because listen, if I look into this right away, so for me, the I Am Go Live has been phenomenal, really, really great. Now, one of our other products is called the Harmonic Scanner. This is basically an algorithm-based product which gives you entry points of when to enter the market. I don't want to get too technical or details there, but some products, and they're called copy and paste trades. Now, some of our partner, they are trading certain currencies or certain commodities or certain metals. And for example, and he sells gold against the US dollar. And the fantastic thing about this particular product or this particular application is that whenever he trades, puts in a trade, you will get an alert. Okay, so just to be clear, this is not an auto trading company. We do not do the trading for you. You're basically learning and got control of your own money. So you're basically going to get an alert on your phone through the Gold Cup app, and whatever the I Am Educator has put in terms of, okay, sell now or buy now, you're going to get all the information to help you copy and paste this into your trading app. So it's a really, really easy copy and paste. That's literally all you're doing. You're copying and pasting information from a professional so that you can catch pips and earn money and so on and so forth. So again, another fantastic opportunity for you to get out there and start learning. Now, breaking news, this is really, really great. And I'm super, super proud and privileged to be announcing this. But recently, for you that you know, Bob Proctor is an amazing, amazing multi-millionaire motivational speaker and author. He's actually based in the States. And he actually partnered up with our company very, very recently to teach us about mindset. first came on board, I thought, oh, you have to be a whiz at mathematics. I don't know if I can do this. But actually, it's all about having confidence to be able to go to the market. And what Bob Proctor does with us is he gives us regular mentorship. And for those of you that are already in the company, that are already partnered up with us, you will realize how exciting this is. And for those of you that are guests and you know the value of Bob Proctor, you will understand how big this is for I Am Forex Mastery Academy, because Bob Proctor is a phenomenal coach. I actually went to go and see him in LA this January, and my God, he's got so much energy. He's been coaching for over 59 years. And the energy that he has, I think it's like the energy of a 20-year-old. Honestly, he was so energetic. And he really teaches you about how our mind power influences what we do in our day-to-day life. So really excited to be partnered up with Mr. Bob Proctor himself. So you can have access to this platform. It's a phenomenal platform. You've got the I Am Education and the center. You've got the live mentorship, the copy and paste trades, the harmonic scanner. You've got a selection of products to get access to, with, of course, the live mentorship by Proctor. This is the pricing for our company. So we've got a selection of packages that you can go for. But I want to draw attention to two particular ones. The first is the to get started in the foreign exchange market. So you've got the academy there, you've got Go Live, you've got the harmonic scanner there as well. But I want to actually draw your attention to the elite package here at the bottom, because this is what I start off with. This is basically products, the digital currencies, the high frequency forex, which I've not been into too much detail today, because this is more for those of you that want to explore binary options. But this basically gives you full access to everything that you want, and that's for $324.95. And of course, the monthly is $274.95. Now, moving on, this is a selection of our products that we have. So you've got a whole selection. If you do decide that you don't want everything, but you just want the platinum pack, you can do that and actually add on certain products as and when you wish. And you can see in the top left-hand side there, it says Vibrata $21.95. That is basically the product that I'm going to be showing you very quickly just after a couple of slides, showing you how you can actually get in and out the market very quickly. So how do we wipe that monthly fee? How do you get rid of paying that rent every month? Well, this is how you do it. Once you come on board, you will have your own personalized link. And once you use that link to refer just 2 people, it could be your friends, your family, your siblings, your business partners, whoever it is, once you recommend those 2 people, not every month, but just as a one-off, you will get access to all of the products for free every single month for life as those are active. Great. Basically shows you and tells you the full experience. We do have an additional income stream. We're going to that today. Is go back, introduce you to this and have a bit more of a further chat with them. But that is the end of our presentation so far. And what I want to do now is actually share with you a strategy that I'm using. Now, when I first started, I was using the harmonics. There's 3 types of traders out there. You've got scalpers, day traders, and swing traders. So I'm just going to explain a bit about that first. Scalpers are people that go in and out of the market really quickly. So you catch your pips, you get in and you come out. Very short and simple. And you're looking at about 15 minutes to half an hour to an hour on the computer. That's it. That's literally scalping. Very when I say currency pairs in red color signify a sell. So that's where you're selling the first currency, the base currency, against the quote currency. So you constantly know at a glance of a chart what you are doing. Now, just to draw your attention here on the right hand side, we can see here a chart, and this is USD JPY, which came in about sort of 3.5 hours ago actually. So it came in quite some time. And we can still actually look at taking this trade. So I want you to look at the 3 moving averages on this chart. So just stay with me here. The 3 moving averages are these 3 lines here. You've got the red line, you've got the blue line, and you've got the green line. I'm going to do a very, very generic sort of training just to show you this, but essentially you're looking for 3 things here. Firstly, if you were looking at this chart, and trust me, as a beginner, very, very easy to understand. You've got your trade alert panel here, and now you're looking at the chart. So you're going to look for 3 confirmations in order to take the trade. The first confirmation is, have the red and the blue lines crossed over? So I'm pretty confident we can all see on my screen right now, I've got it, the dotted line, the vertical dotted line on 1400 hours. I believe that's from this afternoon, from yesterday afternoon. That line has crossed over. We can see that's the first confirmation ticked off. The red and the blue line have crossed over. The next confirmation number 2, is the red line. The red line is your dominant line. Now, if the red line is below the blue line, that's a confirmation for a sell. And if the red line is above the blue line, like it is here, just there, we can see my mouse pointing on it, that's a confirmation for a buy. There's another trade that's just come through. I'll tell you, these are so regular, it's unbelievable. But USD JPY was called in as a sell. So we can see the first confirmation is done, and the red line is below the blue line here. So that if the red line is below the blue line, that's a good thing. That's a good confirmation for a what? A sell. Excuse me. So red line, blue line crossed over. Great. That's confirmation number 1 done. Number 2 is a red line below the blue line. Yes, it is. That's a good confirmation from the sell. And then step number 3 is, which way is the green line pointing? Now at this point, and across various points, you can see the green line was actually pointing down as a trend. As a downtrend, the green line was pointing down. At this moment in time, the green line is pointing up, so the trade is having a bit of a pullback. But ultimately, if you were to take this trade and you entered in at various points, you could have made and caught some good pips. So say if you enter the trade in about here, you would have caught nearly 65 pips if you got in early. If you got in slightly later, so for example, at this swing here, according to all the confirmations, that's about 40 pips. But say if you didn't catch 40 pips, say if you caught a little less, say if you caught just 10 pips, fantastic. So there are 3 confirmations that you need just to take a trade. Let me show you a different one just to show you how simple this is. As long as all the confirmations are met, I just want to show you how this can actually work in your favor. So again, we've got, let's have a look at a good one. Right, okay, so Euro NZD has come in as a buy. It's come in as a buy about 17 minutes ago, which is great. So the first thing you're looking for is a crossover, which has happened over here. Number 2 is which way is the red line pointing? Now, for a buy, we want the red line to be over the blue line. It has to be above the blue line, which it is. Fantastic. And step number 3, which way is the green line pointing? Now, right now, the green line is pointing slightly down, but as soon as that goes up, which it will, because it's on an uptrend, you can get into this trade. You can actually get into this trade right here, right now, and start earning your pips. So it's a very, very simple strategy. And of course, all we're going to do after that is we're going to go onto our trading app. So I'm just going to find the trade here, Euro NZD on my phone. Where is it gone? Here we go. So Euro NZD is what we're going to find. Hopefully you can see it. Euro NZD is just there, I believe, somewhere. Yep. So you click on Euro NZD. I'll just do that right now. Euro NZD, click trade, and you'll be paid as a sell or a buy. And because the trade alert was called in as a buy, you're going to click buy by market execution, get in your trade, and start catching your pips. And that is how simple it is. So we're going to give you all the education, all the training to help teach you, to help you learn. And honestly, I am so super excited because this is helping so many people. And it's absolutely great. You know, it really is such a simple strategy that is changing a lot of people's lives. And what we aim for in scalping is 50 pips a day. That's across 5 trades, 10 pips a trade. 5 trades gives you 50 pips. Imagine what 50 pips could do for you. 50 pips a day, 250 pips a week, 1,000 pips a month. So that is something that it's a skill for life. Once you have it, no one can take it away from you. And this is a money-making machine, which you can have accessing it 24/5, making money in your own time, around your families, around your businesses, whenever you want. So I really enjoyed that. Thank you so much, Jav, for giving me the floor. I've thoroughly enjoyed delivering that, and I hope everybody has too. But I'll hand it back to Jav so he can close, and I look forward to hopefully welcoming you all on our platform very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Mandeep. That was absolutely amazing. Can you all put a 555 in the chat box to thank Mandeep for that amazing presentation? Now, as Mandeep talked about the trading side, I just want to be absolutely clear that there's 4 things that we trade. We trade Forex. That's the foreign exchange market. That's your pounds for your dollars, pounds for your yen, and so on and so on. We trade commodities like gold, silver, oil, gas, and so on. And also we trade indices like US 30, German 30. These are elements of the stock market. And we trade cryptocurrency. Now, personally, I trade all of those, and I have a preference personally for cryptocurrency as well. And I just want to talk about cryptocurrency for a few minutes, so you can understand how powerful cryptocurrency is. Now, Bitcoin is the largest cryptocurrency in the market. Bitcoin was conceived in 2009 when the price was around 10 cents. In December 2017, the price of Bitcoin hit $20,000, which was the all-time high, the ATH of Bitcoin. At the moment, the price of Bitcoin today is around $9,200. So Bitcoin is classed as a buy. 5 days from today, we have something known as Bitcoin halving coming. Now, Bitcoin halving is when the supply of Bitcoin to the market is halved. So in around, I think it's around 5 or 6 days from today, Bitcoin halving is going to occur. At the moment, 12.5 Bitcoins are produced every 10 minutes. When Bitcoin halving occurs, that number is going to come down to 6.25. Now, simple economics will teach us that when the supply comes down, the demand, when the supply of any commodity comes down, the price goes up. So we've seen this over and over again with Bitcoin, and certainly when Bitcoin halving has occurred, and the price in 2017 hit, like I said before, December 2007, $20,000. And that was a result of the Bitcoin halving that occurred in 2016. Excuse me. So based on that simple calculation, we are expecting the price of Bitcoin within 2 to 3 years of today to hit 6 figures. Now, when I say 6 figures, I'm personally expecting the price of Bitcoin to hit around $200,000 to $300,000 3 years from today. So if you're not invested in Bitcoin at the moment, I would certainly recommend it, because the returns are going to be phenomenal. And that's what we do day in, day out. We trade cryptocurrencies, we trade Forex, we trade indices and commodities. Now, the stock market, as I stated earlier on in my presentation, is not what it was 3 months ago, 6 months ago. We've had a huge drop in stock market prices, and this is likely to continue for the next few months as well. Forex is totally different to the stock market. We are still profiting every single day. The more volatility there is in the market, the more potentially we can make in the foreign exchange market. And that's what we do. We trade the exchange markets, we trade commodities, indices, and also we trade cryptocurrency. Now, I don't want to keep this presentation too long, and basically, you know what we do. You know how much we charge to teach you how to trade the largest liquid market in the world. Recently, I did some research online. The average price to learn how to trade foreign exchange in the UK is in the region of £5,000. And the fact that we charge you $235, which equates to around £180 in today's price, is a non-brainer. My recommendation to every single person on this call is to get back to the person who recommended you attend this call and get yourself registered today. If you were to register today, onto this platform, you can effectively start trading from tomorrow. Forex runs Monday to Friday, and cryptocurrency you can trade 7 days a week. But effectively, when you join today, you can actually start trading from today, because the foreign exchange market is still open. So please get back to the person who recommended you attend this call. If you've come to this presentation via myself or a WhatsApp message that I've sent you, please get back to me, and then either myself or Mandeep can get you trading from today. And one thing I forgot to mention earlier was that Mandeep also runs a women's Forex group, and she's very, very good with female traders. Women tend to trade a little bit differently to men because for whatever reason, obviously they're made up differently to us, but Mandeep runs that group, and very, very successfully. So if you would like to trade personally with Mandeep, again, get back to either myself or Mandeep if you have her details, and we can get you trading from today. My name is Dr. Jav. Thank you for attending this presentation. I sincerely look forward to having you trade with us as of today. Please get back to us, and I'll speak to you soon. Thank you.